The 1960s, a decade of Cold War paranoia and space race ambition. The United States and the Soviet Union locked in a desperate battle to prove dominance, not just on Earth but above it. NASA was broadcasting history in real time. Every launch, every orbit, every moonwalk was meant to prove American superiority. People weren't just tuning in for science, they were tuning in for reassurance. But when you air your triumphs to the world, you also air your mistakes. In hours of surviving NASA footage, researchers and space enthusiasts point to a series of anomalies, strange shapes and reflections, unexplained movements in shadow, and in one sequence, the clear figure of an astronaut moving across the frame. Except, according to NASA, that astronaut didn't exist. The footage in question dates back to Apollo-era broadcasts. A camera pans slowly across the surface, capturing astronauts working in the harsh silence of space. And then, there he is. A suited figure, distant but distinct. Helmet reflecting light, moving slowly in the background. For a few seconds, the mystery astronaut is there, and then, gone. Not fading, not walking off screen, but vanishing, frame to frame, as if he was never there. NASA later explained the sighting as an optical reflection, a trick of the light caused by the visor of an astronaut already accounted for. But amateur analysts pushed back. They showed how the angles didn't match, how the figure's movements seemed independent, detached from the others. So who, or what, did the world see? To understand the paranoia, we have to step back. During the height of the Cold War, whispers circulated about lost cosmonauts, Soviet astronauts sent into space before Yuri Gagarin, whose missions ended in silence and tragedy. Shortwave radio operators claimed to intercept dying breaths. Families in Russia told stories of loved ones who never returned. If the Soviets had phantom astronauts, could America have had one too? An astronaut who launched, who flew, who walked in space, but whose name was never recorded? Officially, NASA has denied this at every turn. Every astronaut is logged, every mission accounted for. There are no gaps, no ghosts in the record. And yet, anomalies in the footage keep reappearing. Conspiracy theories rushed in to fill the silence. Some say the figure was evidence of secret missions, astronauts sent on classified flights, scrubbed from the record books. Others believe it was a technical failure, a ghost image, a double exposure on live transmission equipment. And some suggest something stranger, that the figure was never human at all. That in our rush to look outward, something was already watching us. But here's the thing about conspiracy theories. They thrive where truth feels incomplete. And in this case, NASA's answers only deepened the mystery. Think about the men who actually wore those suits. Human beings carrying the weight of an entire nation. Every step they took was broadcast, critiqued, immortalized. The footage anomaly doesn't just raise questions about cover-ups. It forces us to consider what wasn't shown. The accidents, the near deaths, the moments when astronauts were more fragile than heroic. NASA always sought to inspire, to show triumph, not terror. Which means the darker, more dangerous truths were often buried. Maybe that's the real power of this mystery. Not whether there was an extra astronaut, but the reminder of how much can be hidden, even in plain sight. In the decades since, digital archivists have pored over the footage frame by frame. High-definition scans have been analyzed, slowed down, sharpened. Some conclude it was just a reflection. Others swear the anomaly holds form too clearly to dismiss. But the strange figure has never been identified, not by name, not by suit number, nothing. Even today it lingers in forums, documentaries, and late-night debates. Was it a ghost image, a secret mission, or proof of something the cameras weren't meant to capture? Here's what stays with me. The Apollo missions were supposed to be humanity's most transparent triumph. But when you dig deeper, you find shadows, missing frames, unexplained sightings, stories that don't align. The astronaut who appeared and then disappeared has never been explained. And maybe that's the most haunting part, because space was supposed to reveal everything. But instead it left us with questions that still echo across decades. So I'll leave you with this. When you look at those famous broadcasts, men on the moon, heroes in the void, are you seeing the whole truth, or are you only seeing what we were meant to see?